Today, AMC stock is up over 10%, bouncing off of the $14 area that we've seen tested multiple times last week. What is going on? The market's red, but AMC is green. Talking about it right here in this video, so make sure you stay tuned. What's going on, guys? Patrick here, back today to talk about AMC. I know people always say that I only talk about AMC when it's crashing down, but today it's up 10% to the $18 level. What is going on? Making a move here off of that $14 to $13 area we talked about before last week. Multiple touches of that, and now starting to push back from support. But is this a rally or is this another bull trap? Let's talk about it and look at the chart. Let's dive in. All right, so pulling up the AMC chart, you can see right now I've got the Ripster EMA clouds on there. This is not witchcraft. It's not a fugazi. It's not a fugazi. Now, if we look here at the chart, we've got this weekly candle starting to push up green off of this $14 level. Last week, we had a low of $13.40. Today, we're up to that $18 area. Now, when I say we, I'm a participant in the stock market, so I know everyone's like, well, why does he say we? I'm just saying it because, I'm a participant in the stock market the same way that you are, the same way that AMC is a stock in the stock market. Now, if we look at the daily chart here, you can see that resistance there at the $18 area, the big push up right now, a big push up right now off of that 16, I think the low 1664, and starting to push higher from there. One very important thing to look at here is look at where we are with the EMA clouds. For the first time in a very long time here on the daily chart, almost since December 31st, so pretty much the whole entire month of January, this is the first time that AMC has broken out to the upside above that overall resistance, that EMA cloud. You can see right there, that big red cloud. Now the question is, can AMC get going again, and what will be a target for a upside move here? I think you can't deny the fact that if you look at the overall chart, where is that next resistance at? If AMC is going to make a move, where would be the next resistance for it to turn back down to the downside? And well, you can look, I would say right around $30. So this is kind of what I'm thinking AMC is going to do. This is my overall trading plan. Now, obviously, we might have different ideas of what AMC might do from here, but I would say that AMC kind of pushes up into this level here, into that resistance, maybe not all the way to 30, but $25, $26. It pushes up there, and then it starts to sell back down. The question is, everyone always wants to ask about MOAS. When is the MOAS? When is that going to happen, or how high can it go? MOAS is not going to happen. I'm telling you right now, it's not going to happen until, if it was going to happen. Now, first off, I still don't believe that MOAS is going to happen. Definitely not, $1,000, $200, or anything like that. I would be very surprised to see AMC ever push above all-time highs again. We talked about this with the GME trade, how GME pushed up multiple times to a kind of secondary high area and then turned down, and that would be kind of similar to the move that I would expect with AMC because of a couple of different reasons, like I talked about before in other videos, with the bag holders and with the overall mentality of people, emotion, things like that. Hey, what's going on, guys? If you haven't already, do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe button. I'm trying to put out as realistic content about the stock market, the emotions, the overall idea of trading. If you guys haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Do me one big favor. Also, if you want to learn more about the broker that I'm using, I'll put a link down below to the broker, Interactive Brokers, so you can learn more about the broker that I'm using for buying and selling options and stocks and all that fun stuff. So let's dive back into the video. If I bought at 18.24 and I bought at 14, and AMC pushes back up here to the $15 level, and I'm up to 200% or so. If I push from here and we get a push back up to this level, let's say $50, that's about a 239% move. So I'm thinking that a lot of people that ended up buying down here, they're going to take profit at some point, right? I know everybody says that they're never going to sell. They're going to buy and hold forever until AMC either goes to $1,000 or it goes to $0. But we've already seen, I've seen multiple people commenting say that they bought back here when AMC was $12 and they sold when it pushed to $70. So there will be people who take profit. That's totally normal. That's part of the trading, part of stocks. But in general, I think there's a lot of bag holders up here. Even now, people that bought, let's say you bought at the $40 level, you're still down 60% even when AMC's up 10%. Remember, if AMC drops 50% in one day, and let's say it goes from, $30 to $15, you then need a 100% move to get back to even break even. So the stock needs to move 100% before you even get back to break even. So for AMC to go back to break even, so for some people here to that $40 level, you're looking at about 160% move. So there has to be a massive move for a lot of people to even get back to break even. And that's what creates bag holders, and that's what's going to create downward pressure on the stock. As if it did ever push back up, if AMC pushes back up here, well, then there's trouble because there's a lot of bag holders and a lot of people up here that are going to look to take profit because, number one, I'm telling you right now, I'm not trying to, crush anyone's bubble or make anyone upset or make anyone, mad that I'm talking about the idea that AMC could go, lower in the future again. But the thing is, you have to think, right? For people who bought at 30, if they push back up here to the $30 level and then AMC starts to turn back down, they're going to be quick to sell because they're going to be like, I'm getting out, I'm over it. If AMC pushes to 30 and then it pulls back to 25, I'm telling you right now, a lot of people are going to be like, oh no, I'm getting out, I'm just over it, I got to get out, because they're thinking, okay, it goes to 30, and at that point they're like, okay, I'm going to hold because I'm back to break even, and then all of a sudden it starts to drop again. Well, the people are like, oh my God, I got to get out here and I can't handle this anymore. So I think there's going to be a lot of bag holders on this stock, and it will end up slowing down momentum for AMC. Where, if you look at this before when the move happened, when it went from, this level here, that $12 to $70 level, the only bag holders on the stock really at this point were probably at that $20 to, $17 level. And you can see it actually ended up having a little bit of trouble when it did push up here because, again, the bag holders were sitting at that level. People were taking profit that might have bought here. They're like, I'm getting out for break even. Again, you have sellers there at that level, the $30 level. So again, kind of putting that idea that people that bought, down here, they ended up selling right here at 250, 240%, or even 200%. So the stock pulled back, people end up taking profits. So things that are going against AMC right now really come down to the overall history of the stock so far, and you've got a lot of bag holders up at those levels. If AMC can push above $30, it'll be a very it's going to take a lot of volume. It's going to take a lot of hype. If you look here at the volume on the chart, back there in May of 2021, you had a ton of volume, insane amount of volume as this thing squeezed higher. You have not had a similar amount of volume for quite some time. Actually, the volume has been getting less and less and less. So that is telling me a couple things. It's telling me that there's probably less and less people that are participating, or less and less people that just have money to buy. So a lot of people ended up buying up here. They haven't been buying down here, clearly from the price action alone. And you can see it with the stock. This stock, the chart paints a picture, right? Because you have this big move up, it pulls back, people are buying, consolidating here. But here, nobody was buying, really. People weren't loading the boat as this thing was crashing down because there really was just no bounces on the way down. Now, yes, I know the overall stock market did sell off. There was a lot of pressure. But at the end of the day, it's a stock, right? A part of the stock market. We are participants of the stock market. AMC is a stock, and it's a part of the stock market. As much as people believe that AMC is a movement, a revolution, going to change the world, I think that's probably the last thing that AMC is actually going to do here. The corruption, the manipulation, all that stuff that everybody has all these theories about, the short interest, the naked shorts, all of these things, it's just the way the world is, right? These are all tools. You can make theories, you can make ideas, and everybody says, there's a billion, quadrillion naked shorts, but there is actually zero proof of that actually being a thing. People talk about dark pools. They talk about all of these things being manipulation, but at the end of the day, the stock price is reflecting exactly what the stock price is reflecting. People are buying, people are selling, and at the end of the day, if a stock is sold, there's a buyer, and if the stock is a buyer, there's a seller. So every time there's a transaction, it's not magic. It's not just like, oh my gosh, 1,000 shares that were bought disappeared into the thin air. No, somebody sold those 1,000 shares and vice versa. So you have to kind of look at reality at some point here, and we've got to ask ourselves, is the Fugazi, is it actually truth, or is it, I know that AMC posted about having really good numbers with their earnings recently, and that's was kind of thought about because we knew that right after COVID, everybody had a lot of money and everyone was really excited to get back out and do things. But I think there will be a overall tapering in the overall box office sales and the revenue for AMC moving forward. If you look here at the 15-minute chart, you had a big move this morning after hours or pre-market. It went from the $16 level, pushed up here to 18, and it has not gotten back up there. You had a big dump there at open. It dumped from the $18 level down here to $16.65. It's trying to push through there once again. But at the end of the day, that big overall downtrend is still very much intact. We did break above the EMAs here, so there is a very good possibility that AMC wants to push higher from here. But the question is, how high can it go with all of that downward pressure? So there's my breakdown on AMC today, the chart, the psychology, the emotion behind it. What is going on? Breaking it down right here in this video. So if you guys haven't already, do me one big favor, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. I will talk to you guys later on.